What's up, guys? Today we're here for something a little bit different. Today we are reviewing the Lancer Tactical throwing axes, which come in a set of 3 axes, complete with a carrying case, which comes with Royal Tree camo. This can also attach to your belt if you are the kind of person who likes walking around with 3 axes hanging from your belt. Now, these, straight out of the box, first thing I notice is that they're very sharp. The corner is very sharp and the blade is fairly sharp as well. Overall, each one of these weighs about 8.5 ounces. They're a little bit lighter than some of the other throwing axes that I've used in the past, which makes them very portable, easy to carry around, but still very effective. Now, these are cut from one piece of stainless steel. They're fairly thick, so they look very durable, look like they can withstand lots of throwing, lots of banging around. If you're a beginner and you haven't thrown before, then I think these will be great for you. Now, when I took these out and tested them, I noticed a couple of things. First of all, I noticed that they really do feel very solid. They stick well. If you don't know anything about axe throwing, these aren't made to go out into the woods and start throwing into random trees. You should have a nice big target, ideally made of spruce or pine, a wood that isn't too soft but isn't too hard as well, something that isn't too green either. If you go throw this at something that's really solid, wet, or green, it'll probably bounce off. You want a surface that is, like I said, pine or spruce works great, that is not too soft but also not too hard. If you get something that's too soft, it's probably going to wear out too quickly. You're not going to have that target for very long. So if you can get yourself a good cut of pine or spruce, or there are tutorials on the internet for using other materials to kind of put together to make targets, go ahead and take a look at those if you need a target. But like I said, these aren't made for just throwing at anything, okay? Now, when I took these out, they feel really good in my hand. They feel good throwing. There was only one downfall that I had, and that is the paracord handle. Now, the paracord itself feels a little bit lighter than other paracord that I've seen in the past, and the only thing that I think really gets me is the fact that the way that it's braided and the room that it has on the handle. I'm not sure how well you can see this. If you can see, the handle here has this little indent here, and that's what keeps the paracord from sliding too far up the handle. You can see it doesn't slide up past that point. That being said, as a whole, there's plenty of wiggle room. It looks like maybe this could have benefited from 1 or 2 more wraps of the paracord so that it would stay nice and tight. But as it comes, the fact that it compresses and expands, it gives you a little bit of slip in the hands. That, and like I said, because the paracord doesn't feel as heavy as other paracord that I've used in the past, I would be slightly concerned with it wearing out over time. Maybe you hit the handle of the axe on something on a throw, and this could possibly fray or break this paracord. And so, other than that, I really like the throwing axes. I didn't have an issue with it myself while I was out, but it is something that would definitely be something that I would either upgrade, or that I would hope that Lancer Tactical would take a look at if they see this video, and maybe upgrade the paracord on this, maybe put 1 or 2 more wraps on it so it doesn't move as much in your hand on the throw. I think that would be fantastic. I mentioned the sheath before. This is an excellent addition to the overall package. It holds the axes really securely. It protects the blades. There are 3 different sections in the main part of the sheath, so that the blades aren't constantly banging up against each other. And then there are 3 separate Velcro bands. You can see one that goes around the first axe, one that then goes around the first and second, and then one that goes around the first, second, and third. So they do remain securely in the sheath. There's not a lot of room for wiggle, and so it just comes in a nice, easy to carry package. And so what I do is I take these out when I go shooting, and so we'll do some shooting, and then we'll step aside, we'll get out our target, and we'll throw the axes a little bit too. And it's just very easy to do that. They're very compact, very easily portable, and at a low price of around $45. It's a lot of cheap fun. So can I recommend these? I would say yes, but the biggest thing I would like to see upgraded on these from Lancer Tactical, and something that I would pay an extra $10 for perhaps, is upgraded paracord. Get a thicker paracord, and then maybe put a couple more wraps on there so that it doesn't slide around and feel loose in the hand. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions, feel free to post them down in the comments, and we'll see you again later. Thanks.